I just got back from the dentist, and all I can say is, wow, I'm in shock. And it's not just from the pricing, which is bad enough. I'm in shock as to the evolution of dental care. I can't believe the changes that have taken place just since my last major visit. Hi, I'm Sandy from Sandy Over 70. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already and click that notification button. Anyway, I go to the dentist religiously every 6 months. I have taken care of my teeth all of my life, and I must say, they're in pretty good shape. At least that's what the dental hygienist told me. She said, wow, I love it when you come in because my job is so easy. So that makes me feel good. However, I have not had major dental work for many years. You know, the last crown I had replaced was maybe 10, 15 years ago. But yet I'm in the dental office all the time getting checked, and they're always pointing out like, oh, this doesn't look so good. We'll have to keep an eye on this. But until it's serious, I'm not having any work done. So last time with my relatively new dentist, he said, oh, you've got cavity under your crown on the upper left. We're going to have to get in there and clean it out and put a new crown on. And at this point, I figured, hey, I've held out this long. I am due for some dental work. Okay, so that's what I had done today. But for those of you who are around my age, do you remember what it was like going to the dentist when we were children? I do, because it was, I can't say I hated it. I didn't like it, but here's what I remember. This is before chlorine in the water or any other treatments were available. So I think possibly my mother took me every year. I'm not sure we went every 6 months, but maybe we did. All I know is that every time I went to the dentist as a kid, it was 2 to 4 cavities that had to be drilled on, right? Do you remember that? And here's the thing that kids today hardly believe. They did not use Novocaine when they were drilling. It was not used. And it wasn't until I was 22 years old, I moved to Florida and I got a new dentist that he injected Novocaine. And I went, wait, stop. Are you going to pull my tooth? Because that was the only time we got Novocaine, was for a tooth extraction. Now it's just assumed. Also, we didn't have the water drills. When they drilled, it was a dry drilling. And because it wasn't a water drill and they didn't have the suction apparatus, we had that lovely swirling spit bowl next to the chair where the water was going in a circle down the drain, and that's where you took a glass of water and spit. I mean, I thought that was kind of nice. You could really get your mouth clean, right? In any case, the dentist drilled away with no Novocaine and no water, and we survived. And it just wasn't that bad. Yeah, occasionally they might hit a nerve, but I think maybe twice in my whole childhood that happened. It just wasn't that bad. Today, all the kids have beautiful straight teeth. They don't get cavities. They get orthodontic care and their teeth are straight. That was never mentioned to my mother when I was a kid. I think probably because none of the mothers and fathers had the kind of money it takes to do that. And we were from working class families, and that just wasn't something that was done. They did 2 things. They drilled the cavities and they extracted teeth if they were really, really bad. I never had a dental cleaning. They didn't do dental cleanings. Isn't that interesting? I don't think I ever had a dental cleaning as a child. So today I go in and I'm having a crown replaced. I figured it'd be an hour like it used to be. And I'd go home and they'd notify me when the crown was ready and we would have it installed. And they would test it and test it and test it to make sure the bite was okay. No, it's not that way anymore. 3 hours. 3 intense hours of dental services utilizing a dentist and 3 assistants of various backgrounds. One assistant started out by scanning my teeth. The second assistant assisted the dentist in the removal of the crown and the drilling. And there was a third person who came in at the end who installed the crown and did some adjustments. I actually have no idea what their backgrounds were or their training. But the amazing thing is that they make the crown in the office now, and when you leave, it's already in your mouth and you don't have to come back. Multiple x-rays were done before, after, a big panorama x-ray. And they're on the screen in front of you where you can see everything. I don't know, I just am astonished at the equipment that is used, the ultraviolet lighting that is used, the fact that I have to wear safety glasses because of the lighting that is used. I mean, really, things have changed. And at first I thought, oh, this is going to be great. But it wasn't great for the patient. Really, I almost would rather have half of it done and come back, because 3 hours of dental torture, might I say, was not fun. They put this appliance thing in my mouth, this rubber thing, which held my mouth open, and the suction device hung off of it, and everything was so uncomfortable. And at one point I felt like I was choking, that I couldn't get air, and I had to have them stop in the middle. They let me sit up and take a breath. I'm sure they didn't like it, because this dentist is going room to room, and he didn't like waiting 40 seconds while they put the ultraviolet light on the new crown. He said, oh boy, this 40 seconds seems like a long time. I thought, yeah, it does for me too. I've been here for 3 hours. It just seemed to be never ending. Appliances and things put in my mouth, taken out of my mouth. Another time I actually started coughing. Apparently, a little piece of something went down my throat. They had to stop again. I felt a little guilty, but my gosh, I had to cough. And then another time she would say, bite, don't bite, bite, and I bit her finger. Terrible. I don't think it was too serious though, but gosh, I don't think she was very happy with me. So that was my dental experience of the day, and let's just hope I don't need any more crown replacements, because wow, that was exhausting. Have you been to the dentist lately? What was your experience? Let us know in the comments below. And thanks so much for listening and watching. Have a great day.